y'all, welcome back. My name is Jennifer. I'm a 36-year-old mom of 2. I'm a wife. I have a dog, a golden doodle. He's 80 pounds. He's big. But today we're going to talk about the Chanel Spring 2022 collection. I have 3 products here that I'm going to share with you today. I have been testing them, you guys, for you. We're going to use some products that have been released as well, such as the brand new foundation, not in this collection yet. It was released around the same time. And then a few other items from Chanel that I just adore and love, and I'm excited to share them with you here. Let's get into the swatches. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with the full face of Chanel. Now, let's just chat about this. I know I keep saying this, but it's been a long time since I've been super excited about a Chanel release. I'm just putting on this smudge-proof eyeshadow base. These are a couple releases that we're talking about now. We're talking about the spring, summer, and I'm going to be using the Mediterranean palette, which I have been using, and I want to let you know I have been using this a few times now. I will let you know my thoughts. I also want to show the blush Lumiere. This is Brun Roussi. It's made in France, 18-month shelf life, and it's 0.49 ounces. And it is really pretty, really pretty. I bought both of the shades that go with that were in this collection. I couldn't decide. Now this one is also made in France, 18-month shelf life, 0.49 ounces, 14 grams, and it's Pêche Rosée. And this again is the blush Lumiere. And it really is supposed to have this beautiful kind of luminescent sheen to them. But I will swatch them here for you so that you can see. Look at that. That is your blush Lumiere in the Pêche Rosée, which is more your coral. And then here is this kind of brownie. Love it. Okay, so here's that brownie one. And here is this coral one here. Can you see the sheen? I'm trying to get in the light here so you can see the reflect of it. Now, I've tried these, guys. So these are not first impressions. I really wanted to get my thoughts about it. I can see how people would think that this is way too deep. It goes on fairly lightly. If you use the right brush, you can definitely get a sheer application on both of these, but particularly this one. But guys, it's definitely pigmented, but you can definitely wear it lighter or deeper depending on the application. So I really want to make sure that's known and that you guys are able to, that can be worn both ways. Okay, let's get into the quad. So the quad has, so pretty. It's like right up my alley because if you are new here, I love neutrals. I'm kind of that boring neutral girl. I know. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that. No, I love some color here and there, but I really love a pretty neutral eye, a glam eye, something that just looks really good. I love classics and things like that too. So you'll see a lot of that from me here. Let's swatch this beautiful Mediterranean quad. Now you can see 747 Mediterranean, made in Italy. It is 2 grams of product. You have your standard packaging for your Chanel quads. And this one is really pretty. It has that kind of sunburst effect with the CCs in it, which are really pretty, but unfortunately, after you use it, they go away. Make sure you like the product, just not for the actual embossing, which is definitely gorgeous. But let's swatch the top 2 are here. That is the top 2 shades. So we'll go ahead and swatch them here like that and right there. Those are those shades. Try to get them in the sun a little bit. Kind of cold. next to, we'll go right here. And this shade, you guys, is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like that. It kind of reminds me of the quad last summer that came out that was in my favorites. It was a gorgeous quad, or it was actually a quint, not a quad. It is, I'll have to get it out and show you, but they kind of remind me. They're very neutral in tone. This one has a little peach in it. Very pretty, right? Yeah, I'll have to see. Yeah, this is the one it reminded me of. It's a Le Beige's Healthy Glow in Intense Quint. Now, this, a lot of people don't like this formulation or the pans and how they're designed. I can see that. I can totally see that. They're a lot smaller, whatnot. But let me show you what these look like and see if there's any comparable, if there's any comparable shades. Now this one has a lot more sparkle, guys, than say, I don't know, see this is a little, this has sparkle too though. Different though, different sparkles here. So that's that. This one was a shade that I absolutely loved in this palette. I still do. It's like one of my favorite palettes. A little lighter in tone here than this one. Oh, so pretty though. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, okay, how are we gonna do this one? This one is more coppery, I feel like, in tone. Yeah, so definitely different so far. This is a little close, but not as close. This, I feel like this one's more like deep. Yeah. Uh-oh, I messed up that swatch, but it's matte and deep. That's not gonna work. It's not a comparable swatch. I think there's one left. Maybe this one. Maybe this one and this one right here. No, different tones for sure. This one's more chocolatey. See? All right, well, that helps, right? So if you do have this one, the new one is definitely different. So good to know, right? All right, now that we've done some swatching, let's go ahead and apply. Let's get ready. I am using the No. 1 de Chanel foundation. I'm loving this foundation, you guys. I find that I like it best with my hands, applied with my fingers. I can warm the product up. Someone was asking about a scent. It has a very faint fragrance to it from, you know, the skincare line that they have. I personally love the fragrance. I bought the fragrance, but it's the same fragrance, but it's definitely not strong to me personally. I'm gonna close this. Is that better? I had the sun in my eyes. I didn't realize it was that strong. So this is the foundation, just one pump. I actually have a lip balm on. This is Natural Charm number 914, and I'll just put a little bit on. And I will have, this is that shade here. I do have all of them except the clear one. So I will have a full video up for you on those balms here soon. There's a lot to get through, guys. And we're selling our house, and so it's just been, we had a showing today, y'all. Send good vibes my way. You know, these lipsticks, I should be wearing that star lipstick because supposedly those are supposed to give good luck, and we could use that right about now with selling our house because it gets a little tiresome having to clean it. All right, I digress. I will be sharing some of the house and things like that shortly. All right, so I'd already applied my NARS eyeshadow base because I have oily eyelids, y'all. If I did not apply an eyeshadow base, all of my eyeshadows would be all over the place, not just this one or any particular brand or anything like that. So let's get into the eyeshadow, shall we? I have worn a lot of these shades on their own. Y'all, this is so fabulous for that type of palette. All of these shades can be worn on their own, in my opinion. I personally love this one by itself, as well as this one kind of smoked out a little bit. But I think what we're gonna do first is put this one just all over the lid, see how that looks. And those poor CCs are gone. So, applying on the lid here. So pretty. Oh, see what I mean about a one and done? Add some eyeliner. It's gonna look good. Okay. So all over the lid there. And let's just apply it all over the lid here a little bit. Now you can wear it as light. I did a lighter application here. You can build it. It's really pretty. Now, if you want to have something deep, say in the eyes, or in the eyes, if you want to have something deep in the crease, I like to use this Scott Barnes 61 brush. It's really nice. And I'm going in this kind of deeper shade here. And you can take this and kind of just work it right here in the crease. Ooh, that's pigmented. And then I'm just taking that shader brush that I used initially and blending that out. I wasn't expecting it to be so pigmented in the crease there. Sometimes, depending on the brush that you use, it can pick up a little bit more pigment. And if you have extra, like just on the side, just wipe it away. Isn't that pretty? And then you can go in a little bit more, add just a little bit. Really pretty. And blend up and out. Do the other eye. It really doesn't take much, guys, so little goes a long way. And they're pretty pigmented, in my opinion. As you can see here in the crease, as I play around with these shades some. Now I really like this. It almost has a little bit of green to it. It's just so gold and pretty. Really pops at your eyes. Makes my eyes pop, I feel like, a little bit. Right? Okay, let's go in with, shall we go in with, maybe, I have a Sonia G Builder Pro. And maybe we'll take this shade here. It's kind of a little bit more taupey. And just build it up a little bit here. This has a, see how this one has a little bit more of that silver in it. Really pretty though. Oh, so pretty. Not as gold technically, but I mean, it's still gold. It is a gold, but it's kind of more that platinum gold undertone type thing. They all look really pretty together in my opinion. Now I'm going to take this, I'm just taking the other side. This one serves more as a topper. And I'm just going to take that and place it right here in the corner and on top. Look how pretty that is. I love a good topper. Does anyone else? This reminds me of the holiday palette from this past holiday. But that one itself has less pigment and more of a topper feel to it. I feel like this is definitely more pigmented, for sure. Very pretty. I love the sparkle. I just love sparkle. Like, it makes me feel dressed up without having to really dress up. My eyes are dressed up, guys. So that is the palette itself. You don't have to do anything else. What I have been enjoying, what I've enjoyed doing recently is tightlining my eye waterline. So you can tightline with a number of, you know, products or whatnot. I can tightline with this gold, which is so pretty here. I'll show you what it looks like. It's like this right here. You can go right here, just lining here to open the eye a little bit. And then I'm going to add my Le Volume de Chanel mascara. It's my favorite mascara ever. Ever. It just creates everything that I want in my lashes. Honestly, it creates volume, depth, and length without being cakey or having to apply, you know, 1,000 coats of mascara. Let's get into the blush. Now, this coverage right now is probably a light coverage for me. I might go in before we go to the blush with another pump. I wanted to let that dry a little bit, just see how it wore, you know, how it settled down. And then add a little bit more coverage just to my cheeks because I do have some hyperpigmentation there. Maybe just like right up here, just to pat in. And then it also helps to clean up the under eyes if I need it. Didn't have hardly any fallout though. A little bit, but not a lot. So definitely a medium coverage now. I'll let that set just for a second. I have been setting this foundation with the Natural Finish Loose Powder. Mine is in shade 30. I don't feel like you really need to set it though. For me, I have a drier skin type and things like that, but I love the way the finish looks with it set. It looks really pretty and I really like it. So it just kind of finishes the foundation. See how pretty that is? It just kind of smooths. Yeah, it's really nice, right? Okay. What else? All right, let's get into, I haven't put on any bronzer or anything like that either because I definitely want to show you the shades of this without bronzer, anything in the way to be able to show you. I am going to apply these as blushes. So the first one I'm going to use is this one. Well, should I use the lighter one first or a deeper one first? Maybe the lighter one. Okay. The first one I'm going to use is the Pêche Rosée. This is the more coral one. I am going to use the Hermès blush brush. I really love this Hermès blush brush. And I'm going to start by just applying to the tops of the cheeks. Now, if you noticed, I just kind of went like this, and it's very pretty and subtle, right? Isn't that pretty? Now let's see if we can add a little bit more. I went in a little bit heavier. There you go. I feel like this is very buildable, guys. I don't feel like it's super, super intense to where, I think it's intense enough to where you're gonna get pigment, but it's workable. You're gonna be able to work with this more so than not. And that's important because I would rather have something with less pigment and something I can, it's not that it has less pigment, but something I could work with and work up and build up rather than something that has a ton of pigment and it just goes straight on and you're like, wow, that doesn't look good. So let's go in on the other side with this one. This is the Brun Roussi. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. Here it looks on the, this is what it looks like on, let's see. I'm just making sure I don't have too much. So I just kind of went over my hand just a little bit. And you can definitely tell this is a little bit more pigmented. Definitely deeper. But it's so pretty. So this is more coral, and this is more of your kind of browny rose shade. Now, I'm just going to take my other brush and blend it out. This is what I had my powder with. So just to blend all my shade, like the shade together within my skin. Same here. All right, so can you tell the difference? This is definitely the deeper one, and definitely a little bit plummier, and not even plummier, but kind of browny plummy tone, whereas this one's your coral, if that makes sense. So those are the two shades. I hope you love this, and I hope it's helpful for you guys as you're looking to purchase some of these items at the boutique or online. I know that I was so excited about these, and I really like the shades. I mean, they're so, I think you could definitely build this one. You could definitely build this one. You could wear this one for spring. You could wear this one right now. I don't know. I think they're very, very beautiful, and there's so many different ways to wear them. And also for the quad. Oh, how pretty is the quad? I love this quad so much. I think it's really pretty, great for spring and summertime, guys. I'm just gonna take out my hair, and I'll fix my cheeks after I'm done with the video, but I did want to do this for you guys today because I know that many of you had been wondering about these as well as the quad, and I hope that this is helpful for you guys. Y'all, I truly appreciate you guys being here and watching and subscribing and commenting. I love talking to y'all. So let me know what your thoughts are. Which shade do you like best? Down in the comments below. I will have a video coming on all of the shades of the brand new Rouge Coco Balms, except the clear one because it's a clear balm. But I kind of wanted to try it, but I was like, I don't know. Anyways, and let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I invite you to subscribe if you're new here and are debating whether to subscribe. I'd love for you to join us here. It's free to do so. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will leave my latest video down here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.